Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a Christian blog. So basically what we're going to do today is I'm going to define what a Christian blog is. I'm going to show you how and why you need to pick a niche and niche down. In addition, I'm going to talk to you about something called web hosting, why you need it and how to get it. In addition, we are going to discuss how to install WordPress, what that is, why you need it, how to get a WordPress theme, both a free and premium theme, important changes that you absolutely have to make for your website to be seen by anybody outside of your friends and family, how to start writing, and how to make money from your blog if that's something that you're interested in, why you need to share your content on social media, about how many blog posts you should write, and the 3 links in the description that we will discuss today. So basically, what is a Christian blog? Now, a Christian blog is just a blog that answers questions about different aspects of Christianity. And in the very beginning, I think you need to niche down to talk about one aspect at a time. And as you know, there are tons of different aspects of Christianity. You can talk about Old Testament, New Testament, women of faith. There's just a lot of ways to go. And so in the very beginning, because you don't have what's called domain authority, no one knows about your website, you should really focus on one aspect of Christianity. You could talk about marriage within Christianity. There's a lot of ways to go. And another reason why you should niche down is if we just type in Christianity here. All right, so we typed in Christianity, and as you can see, on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the most difficult, the term Christianity is an 88. So it would be very difficult for a brand new blog or website to get up and running. What we can do is if we look at the matching terms, you're going to see a lot of dark orange, red. As you can see, there are a lot of keywords, but there's a lot of competition as well. But what you can see, there are sub niches that you can talk about. You can talk about health within Christianity. There's just a lot of ways that you can go. And so it's going to be very important to go ahead and niche down. For example, let's take a look at, we can look at progressive Christianity. And people might be coming to the internet and asking questions. What is progressive Christianity? How is it different than, old school or traditional? And so we're just going to paste this in. You're going to see that the keyword is not as difficult as just the term Christianity. So this is an example of niching down. And what you can do is you can look at the matching terms and simply create blog posts answering questions about these different keywords. As you can see, there are 10,000 searches per month, 758 keywords about progressive Christianity. What is progressive Christianity, as I mentioned, but you can potentially write content in all of these different keywords and start getting traffic to your website. So that is an example of picking a niche within Christianity and then niching down. The next step is to go out and get web hosting. Now, you need web hosting for your website to be seen on the internet. You are going to work with the first link in the description to set up your web hosting and website. In fact, I'm going to actually walk you through how to do it step by step, but your website is a collection of files, and the web hosting provider is going to store those files on their hard drive called a server. And that's basically what web hosting is and why you need it. So click the first link. I'm actually going to spend the next 5 or 6 minutes walking you through how to set up your WordPress website so that you can get traction, you can get seen by your target audience. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information, the settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it. because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. First one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here. And then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now, it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right-hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, so we've installed WordPress. We've got a free theme. I'm actually going to show you how to get a premium theme in just a second. And we've made some important changes to our website. Now, right now you have a free theme that has basic features and functionality. What I recommend is that you go over to the second link in the description and get a premium WordPress theme. Now, a premium WordPress theme is going to provide you with even more features and functionality right on your website. If you wanted a countdown timer, for example, if you wanted a plugin, or if you wanted a website that gave a new Bible verse every single day, you can find a WordPress theme that does that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type in Christianity here. We're just going to type in Christianity, hit enter, and you're going to see there are a bunch of different WordPress themes that are based around the Christianity niche. And so what I recommend that you do is spend a couple minutes, find one that you like. You could spend anywhere between $24 and $100 finding a good theme. Once you find that theme, you're going to add it to your cart and you're going to make the purchase. Once you make the purchase, you are going to download a zip file to your computer. You're going to unpack that zip file, and there's going to be a second zip file. We're going to take that second zip file and we are going to go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we are going to install that theme by clicking on themes. We're going to go to appearance, click on themes, and we are going to click on add new, and then we are going to click on upload theme. Once we upload the theme, the next step is to drag and drop that second zip file right here where it says choose file, or you can manually click this button and find it. The next step is to click install now and then click activate. And just like that, you've got a brand new theme right on your website. Now, just to give you an example, this is an example of a WordPress theme. It looks different. There's additional features and functionality. It just looks better. It looks more engaging. Now that we've gone through and we've installed a premium WordPress theme, we need to start writing. Now, I get three main questions when it comes to starting a blog or website. One, how long should my blog post be? Two, how do I start writing? And three, how many blog posts should I write? And I'm going to answer two of those three right now. For example, what we can do is we are going to take our what is progressive Christianity. That's going to be our keyword, our topic that we are going to write on. We're going to copy that and we are going to create a new blog post. And to do that, we are going to click on posts. We're going to click on add new, and then we are going to paste in our keyword. And then we could do something like everything you need to know. Okay, and this is the word or phrase that we are targeting. People are coming to the internet and asking about progressive Christianity. And to learn about how long our blog post needs to be, we are just going to compare other websites that have written on this topic. For example, let's see, that's an edu. Let's look at this one. If we look at this one, we can see that this blog post is probably about 1,500 words. We right click, and it's 1306. So you're going to want to write a 1,500 to 2,000 word blog post. And to do that, I like to brainstorm. What I'll do is I'll take about 10 or 15 minutes before I start writing, and I'll do who, what, when, where, why, and how. And what I'll do is I'll ask myself basic questions related to our keyword. So we know that people are asking what is progressive Christianity. We can ask, where did it start? Where did progressive, I'm just going to put, progressive Christianity start. And we can say, how did it get started? Who invented it? Why is progressive Christianity gaining popularity? These are all questions that we are going to ask and answer. The reason being is because that's exactly what your audience is asking and answering. If they want to know about progressive Christianity, they probably want to know about other aspects of it as well. And so if you take 10 minutes and you just ask yourself these basic questions, you are going to really unpack and uncover things that you should write on. This is going to help you write longer. This is going to help you write better. And so after the 10 minutes, I'm going to first clean up the words. Now, when you're brainstorming, don't worry about spelling. You just want to get everything out of your mind and onto the paper or the keyboard in this instance. And so what we're going to do is, let's say I do want to keep where did progressive Christianity start. I'm going to change this into an H2. And then I'm simply just going to answer the question. And again, this is going to help you write faster, and it's actually going to help you write better. And so that answers how long should the blog post be and where do I start. The next step is once you write your entire blog post, you are going to click on publish. When you click on publish, the website will be, the web page of the blog post will be available for the entire world to read and react to. And if we jump back over here, the next step is to make money. Now, if you are interested in making money with your website, that is okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that. If we go back over here, if we look at this one, womenoffaith.com, they are making money with their website in a few different ways. One way that you can make money with your website is simply by placing ads right on your blog post. Now, the ads that will be placed are going to be congruent with your website niche. For example, if you're writing about Christianity, it's going to have Christianity-based ads. And you can work with a company called Google AdSense to find and place ads right on your website automatically. What you'll do is you'll go through and you'll sign up, and through the sign up process, they'll ask for your domain name. Your domain name is the way that humans refer to you. As, for example, womenoffaith.com is the domain name. They're going to ask for your domain name, and they're going to set everything up for you, and ads are going to be automatically placed right on your website. Now, when you get started with Google AdSense, you are going to get paid pennies on the dollar. You're not going to make a bunch of money, but once you start getting good traffic, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 page views per month, you can work with different ad agencies, and they're going to pay you a lot more. But placing ads on your website is just one way to make money. Another way that you can make money is with affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is simply recommending or selling other people's products and services. You could recommend or sell Bibles and Christian t-shirts and even Christian concerts. There's a number of different things that you can sell and promote. The way that it's set up is you find a company that has an affiliate program that is in line with your website. You apply to become an affiliate. They give you an affiliate link, which is a unique URL, and you will place that affiliate link throughout your blog posts. When people click on those blog posts and buy the product, you get paid a commission. If you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, the third link in the description will actually take you to a free affiliate marketing course, which will teach you everything that you need to know step by step. You can also make money by selling your own digital or physical products. For example, if we look at womenoffaith.com, they have a store where they're selling different things. You could do the exact same thing. You can sell digital courses if you wanted to, maybe physical books that you've come up with, selling things on your websites outside the scope of this video, but there's a lot of opportunity to do that as well. After selling and making money, we want to share our content on relevant social media sites. Now, the reason why you want to do this in the beginning is Google doesn't trust your website, and you want to start getting traffic fast, and the best way to do that is to share your content in relevant places. If there are Christianity-based forum sites, you can place them there. You can share them if you have a Bible group or a study group. You can share your content with them. You want to get your website and your blog post out to as many people as possible so that you can start building a following and you can start getting traffic to your website. Ultimately, Google will come through and they'll compare your website to the millions of other websites that are out there in the same space, and they will rank your website. But you don't want to wait for that to happen. You can share your content on Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, anywhere there is traffic, you can share your content. And then the final question that I get often is, how many blog posts should I write? In the beginning, you should set a goal to write 50 blog posts. Now, the reason why 50 is a good number is you will get better. By the time you get to that 50 blog posts, you'll be a much better writer, and you'll be able to write much more efficiently and get to the answers that your audience is searching for. 2, it's going to let Google know that you're serious about writing. A lot of people will stop after 10 or 15, but if you can get 50 blog posts up, it shows everybody that you're serious. Also, when you get 50 blog posts up within a keyword, for example, progressive Christianity, you are going to become a subject matter expert. It's going to let people know that you know what you're talking about when it comes to that keyword or keyword phrase. So I think 50 is a good place to start. You should aim to write every day for 50 days straight, or every other day for 100 days, and then take a step back and look and see at your successes and failures, and then decide if you want to continue on. So be sure to check out the 3 links in the description. The first one is to get started with web hosting. The second one is to get a premium WordPress theme. And the third one is to start a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.